Hello, everybody! The Rakta update is upon us for Blade and Sorcery and Blade and Sorcery Nomad. Today, I will be going over all of the stuff included in that update, starting, I think, with the shortest portion of the video, which would be the armor. Oh my god. This is exceptionally gorgeous. We got the boots, we got the breeches, we got the breastplate, the pauldrons, 2 bracers, and of course, look at this helmet. Look at the gorgeous detail all over this thing. This is absolutely beautiful. By the way, you can find this armor set in the plate category in the item book if you're playing the sandbox game mode. I haven't checked, actually, to see if this is at the Baron's shop, but I imagine it would be. We're gonna do a little stat breakdown now. Here we can see what my stats are with everything equipped. You can pause to analyze for yourself. And over here we have the Rake Elite Greaves. Alright, here are the breeches, the breastplate, the pauldrons, the right bracer. I'm sure the left bracer is going to be the same. Yeah, that's unsurprising. And finally, the helmet. God, that thing is still so good looking. Baron! Baron! Hey!
Ahoy, mate.
Baron!
Some unusual looking foreign vessel get chewed up in a storm. I'll be selling whatever washes up on my island.
Well now, I think that may or may not be the words right from the horse's mouth. I believe he is making reference to a Rakta vessel, a rake vessel. So yeah, I would assume that we'll be finding the armor and weapons and stuff in the Baron's bounty. Speaking of which, let me look around. Okay, so I didn't find the armor here because this is very early game Baron's bounty, and the armor itself, I'm pretty sure, is tier 4, but hey, oh, what do you know? I got a bag of shurikens and I'm ready to throw.
Careful, mate.
He got it stuck in his arm and his chest now. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to jump back into Sandbox and to the arena. We're going to look at all the weapons. Can I help you with this? Can I get back here? Let me help you get the shuriken out of your arm. Come on.
Easy there. How'd you think I lost the eye?
Probably from a shuriken.
Careful, mate.
Alright, welcome to the weapons portion of the video, and over here I have one of my willing clones, sporting some of the new Rakta armor. He's got his boots, he's got his pants, he's got his gloves. I have, however, left off the breastplate, so he's got some squishy bits for us to hit as he helps us demonstrate the effectiveness of the new Rakta weapons. I've also gone and hopped him up on Mountain Dew using the health modifier mod by Nishka. So, he's pretty dang durable right now. He is going to be a bloody mess by the end of this, I'm telling you right now. Anyway, we're going to start with the daggers category and grab the throwing star pouch, as you saw me using at the Baron's bounty. Now, the cool thing about these is when you throw them, they actually spin. So let me give it a little toss in the air, slow it down all the way, and look at that rotation, baby. Hell yeah. Also, I think we are all well aware that throwing stuff in Blade and Sorcery is relatively difficult, so I'm gonna get pretty close to him as I...
This is quick.
Alright. These are very effective. I still suck at throwing things. I wonder, can you use these as caltrops? Come here, I need to try something really quick. Oh! Yeah, I think those are pretty effective as caltrops. Look, he's got one stuck in his neck. Oh, right there at the base of the neck. Oh, God. So, listen, here's the thing. I'm using held item imbue right now, so I know that I can open my spell wheel no matter what weapon I am currently holding in my hand. But if these work anything like the throwing daggers in the base game, then I'm pretty sure you can open your spell wheel while holding these without a mod, which means you should also be able to imbue them without a mod as well. Grain of salt, obviously, because I'm using held item imbue, but I'm relatively confident that it works without it. Next up, we've got the sword catchers, which are size. Maybe I should have given him a sword so he could defend himself and I could properly test these. Can you hold these like the size from Mystic Sai Mastery? No. That's kind of sad. Oh well. At least they got the pointy bits so we can eat you up like Melina. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna put some fire on these. I don't want to burn you, because then I'll need a new you. You know what I mean? I will, however, get a new NPC out, and we'll see about fighting him. Why aren't you drawing your weapons, sir? There we go. Alright, let's get this done. I'm gonna catch that sword. Oh! Okay, not bad. I didn't quite get it down to the hilt, but we'll try again. Get it with a swing. Oh, hey, whoa, easy! These are very effective defensive and offensive weapons. Don't worry, I would never do something like that to you. I'm gonna do way, way worse. Lucky for us, and definitely not because I set that NPC up to be doing so, he was holding the next weapon, which is the Rake Sword. That's right, Blade and Sorcery finally has base game katana. As I hear it, Rake blades are known to be damn near surgical. Holy hell, that actually is damn near surgical! Let's put a little bit of gravity on there. Ooh. Oh, that is a lovely gravity imbue. Hold this, please. I need to go and get, other stuff. I'm trying to get you to float. Oh, I sent him too high up. Oh, God. He'll be fine. Oh, God! What's happening? That was so weird. Great sword category. We have the Sunderer. I'm actually a big fan of this weapon. I think it has just the right amount of handle, just the right amount of blade, and guess who's losing his other arm today? That is an effective bracer you've got there. But not effective enough. Let's put some fire on that just to get a look at the imbue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. You're not burning. No. We still need you. I kinda doubt it, but we do be needing to see if it stabs. It do be stabbing. Alright, we got the axe category now, and some hand scythes. Oh man, these are tier 0, which means you can't enchant them with fire, which means my dreams of using these as climbing tools have been dashed. No! Oh my god, look how fast it goes when you're using gravity spinning. Holy shit, that's crazy. Gonna put that one right there and that one right there. That doesn't look comfy cozy, you know. I need you to keep surviving. I need you to keep thinking you're going to make it. So I need another NPC to test if I can do this. I wanted his head to come off. It didn't. I just cut its throat and now he's dead and in an awkward position. Also, it just occurred to me that I should have been using the thing to show you the stats of the weapons, but you know what? You can do that yourself. What do we got going on in the spears category? I'm seeing a cleaving staff. Oh my god, look at you. You are absolutely gorgeous, baby. Hiya! Oh, we got the rest of the arm! The right arm! Totally gone now! Oh, wait, no, this is left. There we go. Now I got it right. Let's put lightning on this one. Ooh. Alright. Yeah. I like it. That went all the way through. All the way through. Are you okay? You're moving like a worm right now. It's kind of freaking me out. Can I just like... Yep. All the way through. I'm just gonna try to push it. No? Okay, that was a weird little bug. The handguard there just somehow went all the way through. Doesn't normally do that. It stops right there like that, see? Okay. Now we know. You poor, poor man. You are just having the worst day, aren't you? That guy's still spurting blood. Let's roll on into the blunt category and grab the Great Iron. Isn't this called a Kanobo normally? Might be getting that name wrong. I'm not really sure. But let's test the effectiveness of the big iron. That is something Marty Robbins. It is a blunt weapon, so, you know, we gotta put gravity on it. Great height. Great height. To fall from. Come on, buddy. Let's get you back to center stage because I'm pretty sure we're onto the last weapon in the Rakta update, which would be the double crystal staff. It's got 2 crystals, 1 on each end, and we can enchant it with magic of different varieties. One right here, gravity. And let's go fire on this side. So how about a little fire slam? I got fire and gravity in one slam? Oh, he's on fire now. Oh god, he's burning. Oh god, he might actually be dead this time. Oh no, he might actually be dead this time. Oh no! What have I done to you? No, yeah, he is. He's done. We lost a good man out here today, but that was really cool. I thought the slams would be separate. I thought this side would be the fire slam and this side would be the gravity slam. I didn't expect to get both effects in one slam. Hell yeah. Hello, new clone with an average amount of health. Do you see that guy over there? He was your predecessor. My staff now has lightning on it, so, dual lightning whips! That was kind of lame. I can do it better. Alright, here we go. 1 lightning whip, 2 lightning whip. We got 2 limbs. 2 lightning whips, 2 limbs. And that concludes the weapons portion of the video. Now, they have added 1 wave to the wave book. You can find that in the specials category, and it is the Rakta Elite Duel, a 1v1. We're gonna go ahead and fire that up to test the effectiveness of the Rake armor, and, ooh, wait a minute. That has some custom draw sounds. I love it. I'm being attacked. Alright, I'm gonna try to get a little stab in here. That went right through. Is my armor detection turned on? Hang on a second, wait a minute. No, yeah, armor detection is turned on, so let me grab a regular sword really quick, like the Irradian sword, and we're going to try... That breastplate ain't doing nothing for these guys, I'll tell you that right now, dang. You missed. Also, the ladies can wear the armor! Ha! Should have seen that coming. Kanobo! Maybe I just need to have one of these guys stand still and I'll just poke at him a little bit to find the hard and soft points. That's a soft point for sure. Okay, the leg armor right there. That is solid, but if we go underneath of it, we can get a cut. The boots, we got some solid boots there. How about the foot? Nope. The chest plate is the weirdest thing to me because that looks like solid metal, but I'm clearly causing damage and I can cut right through it, and I need another dummy. Well, the bracers appear to be pretty solid. In between, though, we get a cut. Helmet. Helmet is good. Pauldrons, we seem to be going right through. Yep, there's a bit of metal right there, though, so that's a normal spot. That's a good spot. This is the only thing that I think really needs to be fixed. I don't think I should be able to do that. I don't think they added it, but I want to check the outpost for a Rake faction. Outlaws, Wildfolk, Eridan Kingdom, the Eye Outlaws. So, no, unfortunately, we don't have a Rake faction to fight at the outpost right now, which means they probably aren't at the Dalkarian dungeon either. No. Well, that's sad. Somebody's gonna mod that in eventually, though. Or, you know, Warp Frog will add it in. Who knows? They said they might add more waves to the game, so... small patches in the future. We'll see! Look forward to those, maybe. Now, this next bit shouldn't really take any time at all. The game has achievements now. There's like 37 of them. You'll find them as you play through the game. And, yeah. Good luck hunting for those. Okay, so the final portion of the video is going to be all about mods. I know people had some concerns about whether or not this update was going to break mods. There were some Nomad players that had some misconceptions about what scripting 2.0 for Nomad means. And I'm going to explain all of that. I'll start with the concerns of this update breaking mods. I have peppered mods throughout the entirety of this video. You've seen Automail Reforged, Held Item Imbue, ImbueSharpen, you've heard Ultraviolence Audio Overhaul. I've got tools of the trade right here on my arm. All of these mods were made for 1.0 or 1.0.1 or 1.0.2 or 1.0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, yada yada yada. None of them have been updated for the Rakta update. So the Rakta update is 1.1. None of these mods I've used throughout this video have been updated for 1.1, and they're all working perfectly fine. The only element of this update that had any real potential of breaking mods was the move to Unity 6, and Warpfrog actually postponed that. So, not really much of a chance of any mods breaking at all, mostly because the bulk of this update is weapons and armor. There was no real major game overhauls. It's just weapons and armor. Like the jump from U12 to 1.0, obviously that broke a lot of mods because almost every major system within the game was completely overhauled. So mods that were made for the old systems that were present in U12 obviously weren't going to work anymore because those systems were changed in 1.0. That didn't happen here. This is just weapons and armor. We got some achievements and stuff too, yeah, but that's not really changing much. Yeah. Also, Warpfrog did some testing of a Unity 6 build. There were some issues with that. That's why it got postponed. But even with that move, most of the mods that broke were like scripted mods and map mods. Weapons, armor, stuff like that, they said were fine. A lot of the mods they tested on that build were fine. So even with it, minimal chance of mods breaking. But, you know, you can't account for everything. I certainly haven't tested every single mod that is available for 1.0 with the Rakta update. But the ones that I've tested so far, totally fine. Alright, Nomad Scripting 2.0. Some of you Nomad players have misunderstood what Scripting 2.0 means for Nomad modding. That's okay. Daddy's gonna explain. Scripting 2.0 does not make PCVR mods compatible with Nomad. PCVR Blade and Sorcery mods are still only for PCVR Blade and Sorcery. Nomad mods are still only for Nomad. In order for a PCVR Blade and Sorcery mod to work on Blade and Sorcery Nomad, it has to actually be ported for Nomad. So the person that actually made that mod has to reopen it in Unity and export it for Nomad. And it's not always that cut and dry, it's not always that simple. Sometimes they have to do optimizations to account for performance issues and stuff because, like, let's say somebody makes a PCVR mod and it's got crazy visual effects and whatnot, and they're all custom. Those visual effects might not run well on a Quest headset because the tech inside of a Quest headset isn't as powerful as the tech that can be inside of a desktop computer. Who knows what kind of graphics card somebody can have in that. You might have the top-of-the-line graphics card or something like that, but you know, it's safe to say that that setup is going to be able to run things better than the tech that's inside of a Quest. It's just facts. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. I'm sorry, but Quest headsets, man, they're the mobile gaming VR platform. Like, that's the hard truth right there, man. I know a lot of you saw the Barons video of them testing certain mods in Nomad Scripting 2.0. But he did say in that video that even though they were using those mods for testing, there was no guarantee that those specific mods were actually going to be ported after the Rakta update. Since then, good news, a lot of those mod authors have said that they do intend to make Nomad ports of those mods. Some of the ones off the top of my head that I know are going to happen are Carnage Reborn, I believe Arcana. The mod author said that he may do a direct port of the Arcana mod, which means no real optimizations to it. So if he does go through with that, I would say it's very likely that there might be some performance issues with the Nomad port of that one, but yeah, you still might get it. I said Carnage Reborn, right? Adamantium's multiplayer mod, I know that one has a port being worked on. I don't know if they'll be out same day as this update. I'll have to check. I'm recording this on the day the update came out. They might be out by the time I actually post this video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I think that basically covers most of this stuff. No, wait, there is one thing I want to say. Please don't harass the mod authors about porting their mods. It's up to them whether or not they decide to. Keep in mind that mod makers are players of the game, not the developers of the game. So they tend to make mods for the game that they actually own and play. Not everybody that owns Blade and Sorcery for PCVR actually owns Blade and Sorcery Nomad as well. They don't all actually have Quest headsets. Quest headsets aren't the only VR headset option out there. I myself use a Valve Index. Other people use HTC Vives. There's Pimax. There's a handful of PCVR headsets out there. So if they don't own Nomad, they don't own the headset that Nomad is for, it's kind of unrealistic to expect them to make a mod for that game they don't play, on a headset they don't use, that kind of thing. Some still will, probably. Even though they can't really test it themselves, some of them get help from other people that are willing to test, ports of PCVR mods for them. But the point is, if they don't make a Nomad port of a PCVR mod, don't harass them. Don't go after them. Don't be dumb. Don't be stupid. Don't be a dick. Mods are a gift to gaming. Nobody is actually entitled to mods. It's things that people share amongst one another out of the goodness of their heart. Okay? So that's it. Don't harass the modders. If they make PCVR mods and they choose not to make Nomad mods, or vice versa, whatever, just be understanding, okay? The only time mod authors owe anybody anything is if somebody actually commissions a mod author for something. If they actually, pay a mod author money. They're like, hey, I want this mod made, and I'm gonna give you cha-ching for it. Then yeah, if they accept that payment, then yeah, mod author has to, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Alright, okay, yeah, you got it, alright. I almost forgot, but what Scripting 2.0 actually means is improvements to the scripting bridge that Nomad already had in it. When 1.0 came out, Blade and Sorcery Nomad already had scripted mod support. It wasn't perfect, and they found a new way to make it better. So what you're going to be seeing is improved stability for scripted mods, and, maybe them being able to do a lot more in Blade and Sorcery Nomad than what they were capable of previously. So, yeah, okay. Canobo! Now, with all of that said, and this final dispatched clone here, I would like to say to you all, I deeply hope you enjoy the Rakta update, and can't wait to see what cool mods come out for it in the future. Me personally, somebody asked me about a sheath for this katana, and if the base game would have a sheath for the katana. I didn't think so, but personally, I think eventually somebody will make a sheath that uses sheath framework for this thing. That's at least, I hope. I hope. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Enjoy the Rakta update. I'm gonna cut this guy's head off before I go, actually. See ya!